Welcome back to another episode, ladies and gentlemen. This is week episode 17. It's first week of the fifth month. Already 4 months have gone. We passed 4 months. Now we're in the fifth month, and I mentioned in my blog as well as my video last week. My glasses broke last Friday, snapped into pieces. Well, split into half basically, broken half, and for about 6 days I was not wearing glasses. It's been very difficult walking, going around, working, squinting most of the times because I have to read emails, send emails, read whatever it is, even my books. It's just been very, very difficult. I remember on Tuesday I tried super gluing them, it didn't work out, but then on Thursday night I managed to succeed because I went to Specsavers, I went to the opticians, got myself a new pair, I bought it, but they told me we need a week because the lenses that I have they've got like solar radiation, so they can when the sun comes, basically they turn into like sunglasses. That's what I prefer. So they told me it would take about 7 days, and fortunately on Thursday night I managed to kind of like literally super glue my glasses together, and then yesterday again it broke in half again, and I tried this morning to get them together and it worked because it's just very difficult. But yeah, it's been an interesting week, like I mentioned earlier in the last episode, that every week is getting heavier. Cases are starting to pile up, so our caseload is increasing. We are starting to see more people. Friday is becoming no longer a day where I'm not doing much, I'm doing a lot. So the last two Fridays, especially, last two like this Friday, I was doing a lot. So Monday was a bank holiday. We have Tuesday, normal day, triage day. It was nice. Then on Wednesday, I had, pretty much my morning and afternoon. I had, session. I had a session had to be cancelled. And then I had quite a lengthy supervision session, and even the session before that, it was nice, to be honest, because I learned a lot, about, I wrote this in my article, that the client that I was seeing, she mentioned something really interesting, that no matter, I want this, I want the anxiety to go, but it just won't leave me alone. And I gave an analogy. It's like this fly, this annoying, irritating fly, or any fly that's just buzzing around you. It's just everywhere you go. Or it's even like a mosquito. It's just annoying, irritating. It just doesn't want to leave you alone, and that's how it feels like. It's really, really difficult. It's so intriguing. I find it intriguing. I find it amazing because it's so true. It's like it just doesn't want to leave you alone. It won't go away. And the idea is that when it comes to managing anxiety and managing worry, or worry management, which is the intervention that we use, it's not that you get rid of your anxiety. Your anxiety will no longer cease to exist, or it fades away, but it's managing it, it's controlling it, you having a level of control and reducing it. Finding a way for you to feel that you are in control, because most of the time you feel like you're not in control, but the reality is we accept that we are not in control of certain things. There's some things we can control and some things that we cannot control. So learning to sort of accept that, but starting to actually find the right tools to manage your anxiety. And that is something I hope that I'm going to start hopefully working on with her. It's quite interesting. So that was Wednesday. And then Thursday comes in. And, to be honest with you, Thursday was a really difficult day for me. Firstly, it's because I was feeling very unwell in the morning. I still went to work. I had a sore throat. It was difficult to speak, and obviously I have to make phone calls. I got to book sessions. I got to follow up with clients. One of my sessions, got postponed. What else was it? I was just feeling so tired, and plus it was annoying not having my glasses with me. We're not wearing my glasses, and I have to keep looking and squinting on the screen. It was just very difficult. I felt so drained by 5 o'clock that when I got on the bus on my way back home, I just put away my phone, everything, and I just felt like, you know what? I will listen to something, but I'm not gonna look. I don't want to look at screens. I just want to close my eyes and just relax. And on my way back, I literally thought to myself, it's been like 4 months, if not maybe a bit longer. I mean, ever since I started the course, and funny enough, I'm not the only one. A couple of other colleagues and trainees of mine in the program have also told me the same thing. It's just been so hectic that, it's been difficult to actually find time for certain exercises. And for me personally, I love jogging. I love going, gym is one thing, but I miss jogging. So I said to myself, when I got back, I said, you know what, why don't I just go? And I said to myself, you know what, follow the plan, not the mood. You could feel like I feel so exhausted, I feel so tired, but just follow a plan, just do it. Something that my mentor advised me and said, you know what, why don't you apply behavioral activation, or what we call BA, to yourself, where part of it we talk about the different types of routines. And part of it, we talk about the different types of, activities: routine activities, pleasurable activities, necessary activities. Routine, what do you do on a routine basis? Pleasurable, the things you find joy and pleasure in. And then necessary activities are the things that you actually need to do, you need to get done. So how do you kind of balance that out? And also following a plan. Following a plan, not the mood, because it's an outside-in approach. It's the outside that affects the inside. It's what you do that will affect inside. It's not, I'm waiting for the motivation. I'm waiting to feel drived. I'm waiting to feel inspired in order for me to actually get my butt up and actually do something. No, just do it. Set a plan, follow the plan, and eventually it will have an immense impact, positive impact on your mood. So that's what behavioral activation is all about. So I remember she told me, why don't you apply it to yourself if you're struggling? And that's what I'm trying to do. And I felt so relieved when I went for that jog. That jog was nice. I mean, it was jogging in between, there's a bit of walking, but it felt refreshing. It felt relieving. And what was so amazing was when I came back home, I decided, you know what, I'm going to cook one of my favorite meals. And I haven't cooked in a while as well. So I said, you know what, it just felt achieving that I could do these two things today. And that's something I need to build on. Just to show you guys that we're all human. We all struggle. We all have these ups and down days. We all have our shortcomings and things that we need to work on. But self-care is important. Shutting down. I talk a lot about psychological detachment, and I might actually do another video about it. But a lot of it is to learn to shut down and to make time for things. If there's one thing I've learned, and that is something that one of my aunts told me years ago, and that is make time. Make time for things. We say a lot, I don't have time. But if it's important, if it is vital and crucial, and is something that will have a positive effect in our lives, something we care about, we need to consider, then we need to make it a priority, i.e. we need to make time. And then following from that Thursday, the next day, Friday, part of me felt like I was going to call in sick, but you know what? I already had a set schedule. I had a diary of, I don't know, maybe 4 to 5 sessions on that day. And plus I had to work on my submission, which fortunately, I've already submitted. Thank God, alhamdulillah, I've already submitted it literally today, which was the deadline. And I had to work on that on Friday, alongside with the different sessions that I had from literally 9 o'clock all the way up to 4ish, something like that. It was crazy. Plus I had to do a follow-up call around 2 o'clock, and literally from 9 until about when Friday prayers was about 1:30, I didn't really get a chance to have a cup of coffee, even yet alone use the toilet. It was difficult, and I mentioned this in my articles. It's crazy when you're working remotely. I'm fortunate, I think we work once a week so far, because it can be tough. It can be really difficult. I guess managing your time and making sure that you can, literally allocate time for these certain things, to get a breather, to breathe, to get a break, even if it be 5 minutes whatsoever. Use what you can. And that is basically what's been going on this week. It's getting hectic, exhausting, but guess what? It's getting fun, it's getting exciting, and I look forward to another week, another excitement, and to see what the next week is going to bring us. Thank you, and stay tuned. And if you like these videos, please share them, comment, like, subscribe. I would appreciate it, because let's grow this community together. I'm not just making videos about just the journey of this, but I'm making other videos as well that are going to be coming out. So a range of content that hopefully within the realm of psychology, well-being, health, and hopefully others to come. Thank you.